This is how every theme team in Madden Ultimate Team 26 can see an upgrade or just become a better team in general. Obviously, right now, everyone has a theme team. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know I've been suggesting if you don't have a theme team, get a theme team. Theme teams right now are kind of taking over the game as they give your team +2 speed if you have 50-50 players. So what that will look like, as you can see, I have Cam Newton. So let's just look at Cam Newton real quick. We'll go to upgrade. As you can see on the right side of your screen, I have 54 of 60 Panthers players. What this gives me is obviously +2 strength and a bunch of plus everythings, but the main one is +2 speed and +1 acceleration. That will give all my players +2 speed. Now, I also have crystal players. Crystal players will automatically boost your squad as well. If you have the old crystal players where you can get the Pat Surtain for about 200k, you can get the Micah for about 300k, and Saquon's like 1,000,000 coins. But these cards will improve your team to have +1 speed, which is how I have the +3 speed. Now, if you look at the shapeshifters I have in the most feared program, I have +4 speed on these guys. I have +4 speed on these guys. You're probably like, Gutters, how do I do that? Well, not only that, I could get up to +5 speed, which I'm going to do here very shortly. Obviously, the team right now doesn't have it, but I will have it. You've probably seen players like this, if you've been watching any videos, do this exact method for their theme teams. The main way you go about this is by taking your theme team. So I have 54 of 50 Panthers. So I can go down to 50 of 50 because the key thing is 50 of 50 gives you +2 speed. But then we're also, as you can see with the shapeshifters, and I'll go over the shapeshifters also in this video. But as you can see with the shapeshifters, they get any chemistry in the game. Awesome. So they get my Panthers chemistry. But if I take away 4 different players that play for the Panthers on my team, right, and I were to use them in the most feared program, I would be able to roughly get, because there's some players that get the +2s and whatever. As you can see, tier 4 requires 20 components, so only 20 cards and or 20 times 2 cards. Like right now I have 4 most feared cards in my lineup and I have 9. So clearly it's not just a tit for tat card. You can get up to a few cards in your lineup. I would say it's probably around 7 cards in your lineup. And if they are either your chem, most feared chem, whatever, +1 speed for 20. So the key here is you're going to have 50 theme team of whatever team you choose. Rams, Commanders, whatever. Raiders right now is taking over because of Randy Moss. But if you have 20 of these, you get +1 speed. Now, you also are wondering, well, God, how do you have +4 speed right now if that's the case? Because you also get a strategy item in the beginning of the welcome packs, which you'll also get +1 stats to all most feared cards. So as you can see, you get +1 stat to all of the most feared cards. That's including speed. So if you were to have the 20 of your theme team, or the 50 of your theme team, the 20 of the most feared, plus the all stats for the most feared cards will have +5 speed. That is how a guy like Randy Moss has +5 speed and has 95 speed in this game, which is why it's so broken. But the shapeshifters on your team could also get 95 speed. So it's kind of broken. The shapeshifters, if you don't know what they are already, I'll quickly go over them. They are any player in the game. So as you can see, they have any offensive position. There's also a defensive one, which I've at free safety right now. They get any defensive position. You can put any chemistry on them. You could also put prankster boosts on them or whatever you want. I chose prankster because of the spin move, but you can use whichever one you want. Most feared, obviously, is the chemistry you're looking for there. And you upgrade them with tokens. So the tokens you can get for free through the field pass, or not through the field pass, but through the most feared pass, as well as doing some solo challenges. So they're absolutely free to get, as well as you can get them with candy in the store. Candy's super cheap. You just got to quick sell most feared cards, and if you sell like 190, I know it sounds like a lot, but if you quick sell 190, you can max both these cards out for free because it's like 35k candy. So it's definitely worth it to do that. But these cards have 90 stat base across the board. They're phenomenal. You can play these at literally any position. I have them at tight end because I want a 94 speed tight end, which I think is absolutely broken. With that being said, though, let's go back to the beginning of the conversation. And let's talk about, like, how can you really do this with your team? Well, if you go to mut.gg, it's a one-up way, and you can look at who are your players for your team. There's a lot of lower tier most feared cards. I know a lot of people get super amped up about the high tier, but there's a lot of low tier most feared cards that you can easily get for very cheap. As you can see, Trevon Wallace for me, 83 overall. He gets me most feared chem. I have also Mike Jackson here. He gets me most feared chem. And then I have both of the shapeshifters in my lineup and active. Those give me most feared chem. I only have 4 cards. I have 9 components. I only need to get a few more cards to get all the components. And I have 4 extra slots of Panthers players that I can replace with most feared cards to up those cards with speed or whatever. Now, those cards that I'm replacing obviously will not have the +5 speed because they're not Panthers. But obviously, there's a JC Horn coming out, as we saw in Mutt Leaks. And the JC Horn on my team, which whatever speed he has, will have the +5 speed. But if you're only getting these cards and you're like, oh, well, I'm getting I don't know, let's just say Mike Evans, right? On my team, obviously, he's not a Panther. But if I were to get Mike Evans, he would have +3 speed still. So even though he's not my chem, even though he's not on my theme team, he's still seeing +3 speed no matter what. Then if they're also on my chem, they'll see +5 speed. So you get the shapeshifters with +5. You get whatever low tier cards with +5. And then you'll also will get whatever cards you bring in for your team at +3 speed. So I think that automatically raises every single floor of every single theme team. Plus the shapeshifters allow you to have a free card pretty much wherever you want. A free 90 wherever you want. I would suggest using this card at tight end. But realistically, if you use this card anywhere on your O-line, they're going to be monsters. Because there's not a lot of good O-linemen still in this game that are cheap, right? I still have 86 Quinn Nelson on my team, who came out like week 2. I still have 83 on my team because of my theme teams. Like, for the theme team's sake, if you already have a good tight end, I would definitely use it somewhere on your line that could use upgrading, or I would use it as like a fullback if you don't have a chemistry fullback. So making sure you get these chemistries down is huge, and make sure you're also using your field pass tokens right now, because this will also increase your field pass players. You get free 90 overall field pass players. It costs you about 7,000 tokens to max out your field pass entirely, but you still can max out your field pass with your tickets, or you can get them to a 90 overall. That is huge for your team. That's huge for your field, for your theme team and your field pass players, due to the fact that they're going up to 90 overall. A lot of them have like 90 or 89 base stats. So get them even higher to 93 base stats. Like, that's absolutely nuts. Like, my Devontae Adams has 92 speed right now, and he's just a free card. He was absolutely free for me to get just by using tickets. The same thing with the Jonathan Allen. Has inside stuff, has double me, all that sort of stuff. Not double me, excuse me, double or nothing. And he's a free card to get. These cards are absolutely free, and they're super valuable. And again, to up your theme teams, to get them to the next level, these are the small things you have to do. I know there's going to be a lot of questions down below about just like, how do I go about it with the Raiders, or how do I go about it with whatever. If you have Raiders theme team guys, and you're not like keen on staying on the Raiders theme team guys, I would sell them. The reason why is the Raiders theme team right now is going for an ass load. Literally anybody on the Raiders. Like, let's just look up Darren Poyer. Actually, let's look up a position where it's less. Caleb Rogers right now, if we look at his sell point, is selling for 6,000 coins. He's a gold. 76 overall, selling for 7K. Let's just look at another one. Let's just go to like a Michael Mayer. 76 overall. Probably won't be as expensive, 4K. The more niche positions like O-line and stuff are the ones where you're going to get the more money. Right end, Malcolm. Let's see what he's at. 4K. Like, if I were to go through and sell all these guys, which I'm definitely going to some point today, you can make bank. Budget 15K for a 73 overall. That is absolutely nuts. That is absolutely nuts, dude. Defensive tackle. Let's see what he's going for. 9K. These guys are selling for so much. You have to make sure you're selling your Raiders right now. I get it's the best theme team, but like, I don't think 25K for 75 overall. This is insane, guys. This is actually insane. Make sure you're selling your Raiders. That's huge. Anyone on the Raiders you can sell them. Just again, look through your theme teams with what you have in your binder. See what you can sell right now. The Raiders, the Rams are the hottest theme teams, I think, right now. The Commanders are pretty good as well. So make sure to look out for those. Let me know in the comments below what theme teams you guys are rocking. And I'm trying to give as much theme team and team advice as possible throughout these weeks. Obviously, we have Season 3 coming up, so I'm going to make a video on that as well. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I'll tell the fun shit down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.